It was at,
No,
it was
Okay,
at right
I
in the
am
middle,
now
like right smack in
streaming.
the
I
middle.
am now streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, wait,
You're
I want to see.
screaming.
I want to see. I want to see. Hold
basically,
on.
whenever someone disagrees with Donald, he starts speaking in slow motion and screaming. That's probably why you had him turned down a bunch.
Donald, put your YouTube
Oh,
in
I
the
should
side
kind of
chat.
not have him so
Okay.
I
loud.
want to see your stream. Yeah.
Sure.
But also, do you guys remember when Baron Trump was like, "Where's my suitcase?"
No.
What? He's so cute. He had like this cutest accent when he was younger. Now it went away. There's so many clips
I've
of
never
him when he
heard
had the
Aaron
little
Trump
accent.
speak.
I know he's like low key understated, but
Dude, Baron Trump isn't
so dope.
real. He's a Tesla robot in a human suit.
But he also, now that Baron is like an adult, he's like 18, he's like fully like grown, like his features are like there. He looks so much like his dad. Like now that he's like a lot older.
Okay, guys, hear me out, right? You know, like JFK, right? There was no sniper. His head just exploded.
Hey, are you gonna put your stuff in the side chat, Donald? Quickly.
I'm working on it. Give me a sec.
Okay. I don't no, but don't do a doxing link. Please don't dox me.
No, I'm just gonna put my YouTube channel. It's just gonna take me a sec.
Okay. Make it quick, okay? If you don't dox me, I can give you Scooby snack. Does that sound good? Do you want a Scooby snack?
No.
God. The proposition that women get banned from this server.
That statement, I concur.
How tall is Melania Trump? Oh, 5'11".
Not that tall.
Uh-oh. Guys, I
Oh, yeah,
don't think
she's little.
this is adding up.
Okay, there it is. My link is.
How many 6'3" and 5'11" couples have a son that's like almost 7 feet? Or wait, is he over?
What
how
the
tall
fuck
is
does
Barry?
that have anything?
He's
to do?
6.
He's 6'6".
How tall is he?
He's 6'6", something like that.
What
Also,
difference
He's
does it make?
6'9".
6'9"? No, he's not.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah, he's
cares?
like crazy
I don't
tall.
I
care.
don't think he's Trump's son, honestly.
I think
he might
it's
be.
actually karmic
Does the
as a Buddhist, I've
height
got to
of
say.
a thing demonstrate its reliability?
He's meant to be a leader. We need like a, you know, like,
so you're just
basically
gonna
to be a leader, you
ignore
have to be
me.
really tall.
You're just gonna ignore
According to
me.
U.S. history.
Are you just gonna
No,
ignore
dude,
me?
you're just gonna be obnoxious. What?
Well, I mean, I asked a
Okay.
question.
Wait,
So
Tuesday,
hang on.
right? How do you say-
Hang on.
So does the physical characteristics of anything demonstrate that their argument is correct?
Yes,
This guy's
absolutely.
talking
Okay, so
directly into his
wait.
mic.
Wait, how do you say your name? You, the kitty.
You are wrong.
What?
How do you say your name? Like, your name looks really weird.
Oh, it's an acronym. It doesn't matter. But what was Donald saying? He peaked his mic again.
Okay, whatever. Hey, so can you click the link and make sure it's not a doxing link?
What link?
Yeah, the one in the side chat's YouTube channel is going live right now. Allegedly.
Why do I want to click that?
Why is he broadcasting this?
Because I have
wait,
a
you're
YouTube
watching
channel.
this?
It's my room. I open this room. I open the YouTube channel. I get to use all of that.
No, I
content.
understand. No, I get it, but are you broadcasting this room right now on
Yes,
YouTube?
now live on YouTube.
the
To
hell?
be recorded forever.
Well, like, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of invasive. You didn't ask us or like if it was okay she could do that.
I haven't done anything of the sort.
I'm literally looking at it right now. You're streaming the room.
You literally are.
I'm streaming the
yeah.
room, but what she said never happened.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, Donald. Wait, how many
It's
subs
invasive.
you hear?
Yeah, I'm watching it too.
Awesome. Those are all views on my channel. I appreciate it. Come watch my channel. It's Convince Me God Exists with an exclamation point and a zero in the middle. I also have a Clubhouse. Come see me on Clubhouse.
That's still a thing, Clubhouse.
Donald,
Do you hear me?
What?
Look at your chat. Look at your chat. Look at your chat.
Clubhouse.
Look at your chat. Live.
No,
Look at
I'm
your
not
chat.
gonna
Clubhouse
read.
is still a thing that people use.
Look at your
What?
chat on your live stream.
I'm not gonna read. I have a headache. I'm not gonna read.
What?
Come on.
You're not gonna
I have a
Go
fucking
to
headache.
Go to
Reading
fucking bed,
makes
stop
my headache.
drinking
Reading makes my headache worse. I'm not gonna read.
water.
reading
to
makes his
bed.
headache worse. Reading makes his headache worse.
Okay, so does God exist?
Yes,
Demonstrate that God
does.
exists.
I can't.
Oh, well, then why should I believe?
Which god do you want us to tell you
The
exists?
guy
Donald?
who I was talking to before, his God. That's the one I'm talking about.
I don't know, I'm just hypnotized by Vector's gameplay at this point. You should make that full screen.
And
on
you
your
are not the person I was talking to before.
I'm not. So it must be Vector.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think he wants to interrogate you for his YouTube broadcast.
No.
Oh.
No, I don't. I do not want to do that at all. No.
What did you say about full screen? Isn't it full screen already?
Oh no, I was saying Donald C should make it full screen on his broadcast. He's YouTube live streaming us right now.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you're ever gonna get to triple digit views if you actually allow a video like this to be on your channel. I mean, I think everyone's basically about to leave the chat.
Like, act like what?
Oh, act like what?
Yeah, that's the question.
No, I'm just saying I don't. If you just post this to your YouTube channel, you're gonna be bogging down with like utter nonsense because I don't think any conversation's gonna happen here. I think everyone's just about to leave, pretty much.
Demonstrate that no conversation can happen.
All right.
And he left.
So, would you like to have a conversation? Or
Me or
did he leave?
yeah, the one guy he left. Hey, Aiden.
You're being streamed live on YouTube, just so you know.
Yes, I'm streaming live
Yes.
on YouTube. So, okay, do either of you believe in God?
I do.
Okay, what is God?
Well, obviously the creator of the universe.
Well, I mean, creator is incoherent, so can you use a definition
What's
of
incoherent
God?
about it?
Can you use a definition of God that does not include creator?
Well, what do you think is
What?
incoherent about it?
Nothing's ever been created. So, can you use a demonstration of God that does
You mean like
not?
nothing's ever been created, as in like the original
like to-
substance from which the universe emerged was already there, ergo it's just like a refashioning of something
No,
that already
no-
existed? Is that what you mean? Like, I don't get what you mean by
No.
that otherwise.
No, nothing of the sort.
What do you mean by nothing has ever been created? Like,
Oh,
what does that
what do I
statement mean?
mean? Okay, so energy makes up everything, yes or no?
Basically, it's kind of the layman's.
What does that mean? What does
sorta
basically
understanding of
mean?
it.
What does basically
More or
mean?
less, sure.
What
We
does
can say
more or less
tentatively,
mean?
yeah. We can say tentatively for the purposes of what we're
What does
talking about right now. Sure,
tentatively
why not?
mean? What does
Oh my
tentatively?
god! Listen, dude. I think you're basically like saying what I was like. You're kind of just restating what I was like, what I just said like a second ago. Like you're gonna say
The
something to the
only-
effect of nothing can be like can truly be destroyed or whatever. Like,
I would never say the word effect ever.
huh?
I would never say that word. So, did
I didn't use the word.
Did the Big Bang happen? Yes or no?
Yeah, and that's the
Okay,
like
so
the known
was
universe. That's the
okay,
known universe,
so-
like the observable universe.
okay. So, did the Big Bang create anything?
It brought like the observable
It's a
universe.
yes
into
or no
existence.
thing. It's a yes or no question.
It brought the observable universe into existence. So I mean, if
What
you want
is
to
a
say
yes
like,
or no question? That's not a yes or no.
no,
answer.
I don't like being pigeonholed that way. You're
Okay,
like going on the
well,
dialogue.
I don't care.
You're going on a dialogue
I asked you a yes or no question. You did
You're
not.
going on like a dialogue tree script
You
where like
you did not answer it with a yes or no answer. So
you're
I'm
doing this
going-
really annoying thing that
I'm
like
going
people who are,
I'm going to ask you the question again.
no, I'm not going to answer it either
Did
yes or no.
the-
I think it's more useful to answer it in like a more specific and qualified way. That's not just yes and no. I think it's more
No,
conducive
it's a
to
yes
having
or
an
no.
actual
It's a
discussion, which
yes or no. Okay, so do
you
yes
don't
or
want to have an
no.
actual discussion.
Do yes or no questions exist?
You don't. Of course they exist, but you
Okay.
don't want to have an actual.
Did
You don't want to
the
have an
Big
actual
Bang
discussion.
happen? Did the Big Bang happen?
Yeah, obviously it happened,
Yes, it happened. Okay, amazing. So,
but
what
that wasn't
do you...
the question that you asked.
Yeah, I know. It was a different question because you ignored the question I asked originally.
No, I told you that I think pigeonholing everything into a yes or no question is a way to do this weird like dialogue tree thing where you're kind of like trying to
But
guide the
are
discussion in a
there
really
yes
specific
or no
way.
questions? Are there yes or no questions?
Yes, and I just answered one.
Oh, and all I
That doesn't-
when
I didn't say that they were categorically
when I say
Well,
that I've
you-
asked when I say that I've asked a yes or no question, I have asked a yes or no question, and no other time have I ever asked.
I didn't say
a
that
yes
yes or
question.
no questions were categorically bad, but like one of
Okay.
them that you were asking was pretty fucking annoying.
So what caused the Big Bang? Not a yes or no question.
I'm not like a physicist, so I couldn't give you the exact like account, but to my understanding, it was like it was like something of like an expansion of energy.
Okay,
due to,
that's
like-
what happened after. What
to, like-
caused? What caused the Big Bang?
Something about like
God.
well no like from a physics point of view, I think it had something to do with like the heat and like of like
Oh no, that's
the particles that like came before the observable universes. Something about the heat like caused some kind of like massive expansion of energy. I don't remember. It's something to that effect.
Yeah.
I'm not a physicist, so I can't recall like off the top of my head exactly what.
2 out of 6. Alright, when?
I'll be back.
Alright,
What are you doing?
yes.
Are you alive?
Which babies do I have to pack up?
What happened?
Only those two.
Oh, this is boring.
I just
I'm gonna go somewhere else.
I don't remember things.
You're talking to yourself.
Yes, do that. Yeah, I missed my phone, sir. Oh yes, now it's different. Not yet, but I will.
You are broadcasting your conversation.
Oh, so okay, so I did a couple earlier. The Tinies in the cage above shrine. I did that and yeah. On top of my dresser. Yellow. Got it. Yes. Well, I mean, okay. I love you. Oh shit, I was not muted. Y'all heard all that?
Well, it's just me here. But the guy you were talking to
I
left.
moved to unmute and I was already on mute.
I know, I tried to tell you, bro. That's kind of cringe. I'm just kidding. I'm guessing you were talking to your wife.
So Vector, do you have
What's up, man?
anything you want to talk about?
I mean, the more you talk, the more like I see holes in your story.
Vector, are you there? Alright.
Yeah, man.
Just gonna listen to YouTube till somebody else comes in. Damn it, where's my remote? I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Somebody just add it to the chat? How do you add it to the chat if you're not in the room? You broke something. I was talking, but you can't hear. Okay, well, try and rejoin. I'd love to hear what you have to say. That'd be amazing. Piece of shit. Sure.
Can you hear me?
Alright, Vector, are you there? Okay. Let me just watch some YouTube until somebody else comes around. Did not work there. Wait. iOS talking base. You broke something when you tried to mute. I can hear you. Okay. But you can't hear. No, I can't hear you now. Vector, if you're speaking, I cannot hear you.
I know. You can't hear me because you broke it.
Okay. I'm gonna listen to YouTube for a bit. Oh, I have heartburn. Oh my god. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming to my room. I love being a passport bro.
I think he broke something. He can't hear anyone. Try it.
So, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, does it have to be this topic?
Yeah, see, he can't hear you, bro.
I'm a guess no.
Why can you not hear me, loser?
Alright. I'm just gonna watch YouTube. I'm just gonna watch YouTube.
You can hear me, you fake masturbator. Yeah, I know you can hear me.
I mean, unless anybody wants to have a conversation, that'd be amazing.
Oh my god, what sort of trolling is this? What sort of trolling is this? This is some retard.
Yeah, he might just be trolling, but like, he was talking on the phone, and then ever since he can't hear anyone. Because he tried to mute us.
But Vector, have you been talking to him?
No.
Why don't you just at him on the VC?
What? Oh, sure.
Yeah, but you can do that. I already did. Look at the chat. Like, this guy,
Yeah,
like,
you,
it's not...
No, you gotta at him. You just...
No, he was reading it, bro.
Okay, I'll at him.
What? No, bro, like, he was just reading it out loud. He's like, cause you press some wrong button.
Dogmatically held to any one singular, like, moral foundation. But I would contend that Christians are also not held to that same extent. There's relativistic and in Christianity.
Can I ask you just a more fundamental question, which I thought was from
Oh, I have your ass blocked.
What do you guys think grounding means?
Why?
He has me as blocked.
He literally defined it for you.
The act of laying the groundwork or foundation. Okay, and what does that mean philosophically? For example, in a formal debate, what does it mean? Grounding, claim.
Fucker!
We can ground it in anything. No, you
Vector, do you like? I mean, I know you've been in this VC trying to talk to him, but is it even that worth it to talk to him? I mean, if he's like not doing anything, why even bother? Stay here and still try to.
You know, like, he screams sometimes, but like, basically he tries to put a leash on you and walk you to his question, you know, through his questions to his answers. Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the dialogue tree.
Yeah, he like builds a fence around you, and you can only go one way.
That's
and if you don't, he'll scream.
That's the he's doing the who's that guy that does it?
They all do. Yeah, him.
He's the Darth.
Yeah, they're all like that. Holy fuck! Like every single channel. It's like Darth breeds him over there. Like people go in there, they get pissed off on him.
That's his cocky bite. His little disciples.
I know, like he pisses people off and turns them into him. You know.
Dude, there's one guy. Have you heard of this guy named Batman?
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Like he's one.
They try to debate each other, but their egos are so alike that they
Yeah.
cannot do it.
They just cancel each
They
other.
just can't cancel each other. Dude, they can never debate.
I know everyone's like them. Like I know it's like,
account for morality, how
Mm.
you bind it to a being.
it's still funny.
You know, that's absolute. Do you guys agree that if you're going to argue morality, does that necessitate free will? Because I think under a Christian paradigm, we can actually make an account for free will, how we have free will, why we have free will, what is our duties given our free will. Given free will, what is missing from our view?
It's all under the assumption of free will.
From your view, do you guys believe in free will or not?
Hold on, this sounds like a different debate. Are you conceding morality when we're moving on to free will?
No, nice try. Morality, I asked you a question. Does morality necessitate free will, yes or no? Okay, so it is about the debate then.
I disagree. Yeah, I think he's nonsense. I think he's saying nonsense.
Is it possible for anyone, say, even in your account of Christian events in the Bible, wasn't it from your view that they couldn't have done otherwise anyway?
No. What?
All the worst things?
I mean, on a naturalistic perspective of the cultures at that time.
Only if God exists.
Saw fit to operate.
Okay, so if you say don't do that, again, let's stick to parenting. When you tell your kid don't do something, from their view, if they hold your system of epistemology and morality, they could say,
I need a
was
fucking aspirin.
determined to. You can't punish me. I was determined to do that, right?
No.
Why couldn't they say that? That's consistent with your worldview.
Yep.
They would,
No, it's not.
be subject
What?
to the
It's
real
consistent
world
with your worldview, not mine.
interactions. But if I can, I like
Hold on. Go ahead, John, and then you guys.
Eject button in F18.
Go ahead, John.
Okay, so
Oh.
basically,
Fucking
as
hell.
far as like this whole topic of like proposing
Holy
this
shit.
whole idea to like a child or whatnot, I kind of feel like under y'all's paradigm, you're saying that God is not omnipotent, like he's not all powerful, but yet at the same time he can prescribe
Oh,
very
God.
minute things and expect the Israelites
Fucking hell.
to adhere to them and even punish them when they don't adhere to those things, like for instance, the commands about their dietary laws, or commands about what clothes to wear, or other commands that are very minute and very specific to like what
Ugh.
God wants. So if God wanted them not to rape women, rape children, take chattel slaves,
Oh, God.
or implement sexual
Ugh.
slavery, if he did not want those things to happen,
Damn it.
all he had to do was prescribe those things and then punish the Israelites when they did not follow his prescriptions.
Do you know that that's an argument from personal incredulity, Fal?
No, it's not. That's nonsense.
What you're saying is, if God was all powerful, how he not do stuff I think he do?
No, it's not at all. It's saying
It said the Bible says he does this stuff. You're ignoring the Bible. Stop ignoring the Bible. Bible says God does this.
Fixed. You mean fixed in place?
is it unchanging? God's law is unchanging.
Yes.
So I assume that means
Ugh.
that God's law has always been don't grape, right? Of course. So why did he have to take us through thousands of years of grape in order for us to understand?
Yet to even prove
Ugh,
this
fuck
idea
it.
that the Old Testament advanced.
You guys are yet to establish the damn thing at all.
You are. And that's
Ha ha ha.
you could choose like that. Right.
So we could go with both polygamy and forced marriage if you wanted to. And
I kind of want to record this.
Again, we've already established the law being fixed and being delivered are two different things, correct? Even from your parental experience. Yes?
You're trying to establish that. I agree with it. I don't.
I'm
You established
recording.
it. Your opponent, you're sorry,
We're making
you
it.
only have your opponent because you guys contradict each other.
If God is all powerful, why can't he explain Don't grape.
He can. He can. That's not an argument. Why can't he? Isn't an argument, bro. If God was all powerful, Flow State, why can't he make it so we don't need to? Hold on, dude. If God's so powerful, why can't he make us breathe underwater?
Your morality is subjective and it changes over time.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. Who's the subject? Do you know rape is condemned
God.
even in the
God
in the
is the
Torah?
subject.
No, they don't. They don't.
Okay, they don't. Just say.
Fuck, where's Mark?
Yeah. So,
I asked where.
what's the title of the
Show
debate?
me where.
What's the title?
You made the claim, so show me where.
I'm not gonna look it up right now, but I'll look it up in a second.
Oh, me.
I'm
No, you
glad
hurt
we
yourself.
give you a
I'm
citation for a debate
I'm
today.
just demonstrating to you that even your shitty appeals to scripture that you guys try to do, right, are valid from your perspective, yet you don't even have a normative authority to interpret scripture.
What is
We're talking
normative?
about your morality.
I do. I absolutely do.
What's your-
So I've got
what
Dr.
is it?
Joshua Bowen on Chapel
Dr.
Stadium.
Joshua.
Dr. Jennifer Bird on Marriage in the Bible. I've got Mark Tomberg on the first sexual enslavement.
appeal to authority?
You're the normative authority?
Authority. You're talking about how I've got shitty shitty
Yeah, it's
analysis.
it's your
And I
interpretation.
based my analysis on.
interpretation.
Hold on, David. I based my analysis
dick.
on scholars, on scholarly interpretations of scripture. And so I am providing you.
Let John finish, please. And then
I am providing you with what.
Okay.
What I feel is the best interpretation and the most faithful interpretation to the cultural aspects of the Israelite people, as well as in the Roman period for the Newer Testament. So, like, I'm providing you with actual scholarship on this. I can quote you exactly where all this says. Like, did you know that in the Jewish culture, it was perfectly fine for a father to sell their 12-year-old daughter into
I
sexual
did.
slavery
I
or
did
marriage,
know
as
that.
y'all would prefer to say.
So we're supposed to take your hermeneutic
I
because
did
of your
know that.
feces?
Yeah.
Because the way that Johnny
No, not my
No, because
feces.
what
Not
God
my
said.
feces.
What did God say?
That's literally what you just said.
No, it's
No,
not.
right.
What did God
This
say?
is my estimation of the scholarship, what I've read about the scholarship, what has personally convinced me. So it's not about my feelings about it. It's not
Oh,
it's
convinced.
not like I
Okay.
want these things to be true because I feel like they are true.
Great.
It's
So I
because
can
they
say,
make solid arguments. It's because they make solid arguments using scripture, using the original Hebrew languages, using the original Greek languages
Okay.
that
I know,
they
they're
are
just trying to bait you into getting
okay,
pissed.
so
I'm gonna go ahead and reset the
Just,
Everybody
you
take a
know,
deep
like,
breath, please.
conspiracy.
1,400 of you watching between the channels. Super excited for everybody. Please do your job on your end. Like, subscribe, share. You know you like your people up here. You're excited for it. Let's give everybody a shout out. Jim Bob, please
I was
continue.
gonna say, it sounds like you said you appealed to Joshua and Sally and Barbara and all those guys who studied, and that you're convinced, right? And I could just as well say, well, I'm actually convinced by the church fathers and the oral and practical, the practical liturgical practice of the Orthodox Church, as well as the authority in the matter, pre-canon, post-canon. I actually appeal to 2,000 years plus. You appeal to what? This generation of little Joshua Bowen studying his little heart out?
I do
What
not
if-
appeal
what if
to
you did
generations
something- what if your
past.
priest
That's
told you
the
to do
thing I
something that
do
you
not
considered
do.
immoral? Would you follow their orders or would you make your own decision?
Considered immoral?
Follow God and tradition.
Yeah. If he
Well,
contradicted the practical liturgical practice of the Orthodox Church, as well as the authority in the matter, pre-canon, post-canon. I actually appeal to 2,000 years plus. You appeal to what? This generation of little Joshua Bowen studying his little heart out?
No.
What if your
I'm
priest told you to do
convinced.
something? What if your priest told you to do something that you considered immoral? Would you follow their orders or would you make your own decision?
Considered immoral?
Follow God and tradition.
Yeah. If he
Well,
contradicted the faith, you would be able to see it.
But the faith includes the hierarchy of
No.
leadership, right?
No, it's not like that. You don't.
priests are infallible.
No, you don't. You don't say just do whatever the priest says, right? And that's
What
what's
do you
good.
reference against? What do you check the priest against?
The tradition
The
itself.
tradition itself. It's older than the priest.
Yeah.
The priest. By the way, do you know that a
So it's
priest?
your own personal interpretation of what they say.
No, it's actually based on the passing down of knowledge.
Like, do I like mom? Do I like dad? Who will give me what I want? I got the Bible. I got tradition. I got this priest.
Look, do you understand that when someone goes to like seminary and becomes a priest, they don't go in with this like, I can't wait to interpret scripture. I can't wait to see what I come up with.
No,
right?
they
Every
don't
new
do
essay
that.
on the scripture. That's
You
not
know what they
actually
come
what
out
the
with,
faith is
though?
teaching. So
I
even
don't
your
believe in
hypothetical
God.
is mostly inconsistent. Now, if it's something superficial, like and trend based, I don't know, like wearing a mask or something, there's actually room to push back on what we call authority at that level, right? But as far as doctrine, dogma, sacrament, the practice itself that supersedes and goes beyond and transcends all temporal activities, that is unchanging. So even your hypothetical assumes that like we're a part of some authority where we just look up to the guy in the hat and he goes, "You do this now." That's not actually the practice. I know what your head it is because you're so anti-authoritative. Meanwhile, your own system necessitates
Precedence. If hypothetically, I know that you don't think this is going to ever be possible, but hypothetically, if a church leader comes into conflict with tradition or with scripture, which one is the controlling authority here?
Tradition.
Over the Bible.
Well, that is
tradition. That's the same thing. How do you think the Bible is compiled?
Can I ask where in tradition does it say don't grape the child?
You're upset with children.
Dude, where does it say? Dude, do you understand that this is a problem? Do you know that? I'm just going to show you the error in your reasoning. If something's not said, don't do this in the Bible, it doesn't follow that it condones it. Do you understand that basic level distinction?
Prohibitive laws in the Bible. You'd think that some of these things could have been included.
You didn't get an answer. Do you understand the distinction?
I didn't hear any kind of like actual justification. I just heard you dodging. Can you please state to me in the tradition where it says don't grape a child?
And this is from Mark.
Or Genesis 32, the rape of Dinah. There you go.
Do you understand that even if it didn't say that?
What?
32, Genesis 32, the rape of Dinah.
Do you understand that
God
logically
did rape.
speaking, John, that you understand logically speaking, even if that scripture didn't exist that you can reference, it doesn't follow that it's condoned? Do you understand that?
Just
That's like saying, that's like saying, do you know your scripture doesn't say specifically to murder an 18-year-old bald albino with a chainsaw? Huh. Gotcha, Christians. You know how stupid that reasoning is?
I mean, it says
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Actually, but it does have God ordering the deaths of 42 children because they made fun of somebody with bald hair. If somebody made fun of your shitty ass drawings,
Your hermeneutics is really justifying objective morality.
Hold on, I want to hear John's question again, please.
You're just mad because you're balding. I mean, I can understand.
Did you say Genesis 32?
Personal attack.
Because sin is bad because someone balls. Fucking idiot.
32 through 34. The rape
Did
of
you say
Dinah.
Genesis 32 is
Through 34.
Oh, okay, so it's 32 all the way through 34.
To 34,
Yeah, I know it takes reading. I know that's not your strong suit.
But citing scripture that are pre-compiled, right, and misquoting them.
Yeah,
Don't you agree, Kuzma?
Extensively read tonight, so
You're a TikToker, right? You got
I'm just
TikTok
trying
all
to
over
find
you.
where it says don't rape a child.
I'm just finding where it says don't do a number of things that are possible and how that follows that we condone it if it doesn't say it.
Can I ask
Possible. That doesn't make sense.
Can I ask that question? And this one is
Voice
actually because I'm curious now. If it doesn't say not to do it, is there a way that it has a positive? Maybe not necessarily to not do it, but like maybe how you would treat how you would treat somebody or something on the positive end. Jim Bob and David, that's where my question comes in. If you have a thought on that.
She feels like she needs to help you guys.
Can you reframe the question? I don't understand the question.
Instead of in the Bible, do not do something, is there something that would provoke, like, do something instead? That would
Fuck what is God. More importantly, what is Donald?
Yeah, I mean, the general basis for morality is that the others are made in your image of in their image of God, and so are you. And these acts against
what
others
is
are
Donald?
acts against yourself. So a grape, right? If John's upset that very specific kind of activities that have recently been on his mind aren't in the Bible, and he's saying Christianity condones it, it's still not
Well, hello, Royvis. How are you, buddy? Royvis, right? Royvis, can you hear me? Royvis. Oh, shit. Royvis, welcome to the room.
I am here. The doctor is in.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said I'm here. The
I don't hear
doctor.
you.
You still don't hear me. Okay.
You might have to leave and come back. My cats are going crazy. Boys, no!
Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I had to yell.
I said, can you hear me now?
No, I saw. Maybe it's my fault. Let me see this. Okay, try again.
Hello, Donald? Can you hear me?
Yes! I hear you.
This is Royvis talking, yes.
Hello, Royvis.
I'm ready for whatever comes. Whatever comes this way, I'm prepared.
Also am I.
What's up?
I'm also prepared for whatever comes.
That's good.
I hope you are.
So, Royvis, you're a part of this whole, Victoria thing, right?
Victoria thing in what sense? What do you mean by that?
Who?
Hang on.
Now, there's a little bit more to the story there than most people know on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I know. Hang on one second.
I
Genetic.
don't think you know. I don't think anyone really knows, besides me and this other person.
Okay, Eric, welcome to the room. Thank you for coming by. Ellen.
Elia. It's almost like Elia, I think is how you say the name.
Sorry, my eyes are garbage. I was having trouble reading.
I don't know.
How are you?
Are you in another room?
How about you?
I'm always the same. I'm always shitty.
Static.
Yeah. Jen and Nick, did you want to have a conversation?
Hey, are you in another voice chat?
Sure, but I can make that end very easily.
Yeah. Do you want to discuss God?
Sure, do you believe in God?
I believe in an intelligent, self-organizing principle that has memory.
Is that God?
I think that's
It
what
seems
we
like you're
intuit as God,
describing
yeah.
humans, Elia, because humans are sort of like self-organizing.
I think essentially
we have
God
memory,
is infinite memory.
That's very human.
Of all past events.
I agree,
That we're able-
Royvis. He cannot hear you. I'm sorry, buddy. He's on a different platform.
I haven't said a word. Donald is just talking to this AI thing next to him.
No, okay, so I apologize. I'm gonna have to end the, real quick, Elia, are you willing to, I'm sorry, Jen, are you willing to sit here and talk with me for, like, a little while?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna end my room in the other platform, because they can't hear you, so, Royvis and I'm sorry, I'm gonna end the room. Okay. So, Jen, I'd like
Hello.
to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
I apologize about the distraction earlier. So, hey,
No problem.
I'd like to just remind myself, do you believe in God?
Yeah, I think essentially we have access to infinite memory, and we intuit it by going into our subconscious mind.
What is infinite memory?
So it's a record of every past event that's ever occurred in the universe.
Why do you think that exists?
Because information is never destroyed in the universe. It's only reorganized.
Sure, but it's stored in ways that cannot be interpreted. So,
Well, I think there is a way to interpret it, and I think
okay,
biology.
so all you have to do is take the surface of a black hole and interpret the information on it, and then win the Nobel Prize.
Yeah, black holes are one example of it, but even our biology is able to create order out of chaos again.
No, not create. What do you mean by create?
So what I mean is the principle and origin of self-organization, or negentropy. Life is a prime example of negentropy. Life creates order out of chaos.
What do you think that negentropy is?
Negentropy is the ability to create order out of chaos, to pull useful information out of scattered data.
Okay, so all of these things that we're talking about right now are about physics, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, physics doesn't have this concept that you're talking about.
Negentropy?
Well, it doesn't say what you're saying it says. So, in your opinion, what is negentropy?
Negentropy is reverse entropy, right? So entropy, one example of entropy is if you had a mug and you shattered it on the ground and it scattered into a billion pieces. I would say entropy increased in that case. Whereas if you had taken a video of that mug exploding and put it in reverse, then that would be an example of negentropy, creating order out of chaos.
So, what is entropy?
Entropy is a measure of disorder.
Okay, how does negentropy reflect entropy?
Negentropy is the time reverse process of entropy.
Wait, how do you demonstrate that time reverse processes happen?
It's through a process called golden ratio phase conjugation.
What is the golden ratio?
The golden ratio is defined as, well, one way to understand the golden ratio is you have a line segment that's divided into a bigger segment and a smaller segment. And the ratio of the bigger segment to the whole segment is the same ratio as the bigger segment to the smaller segment.
Okay, none of that is correct. What the golden ratio is exactly the same as what pi equals to circles as the diameter equals to a cyclone. Like oh shit, what is it called? Yeah, a cyclone sign. So, what do you think you're talking about?
I was talking about the golden ratio. You asked me to define the golden ratio.
What is the golden ratio?
So the golden ratio is the proportion that allows a line segment to be divided into two segments, where the bigger segment is the same ratio to the whole as the smaller segment is to the bigger segment.
Okay, how would I use that in objective reality?
Well, it's already used in objective reality. In the arrangement.
How is it used
in the arrangement? Hey, can you chill? So it's in the arrangements of petals on flowers and leaves.
Okay,
and plants.
that's a where, not a how. How is it used?
It's used to distribute efficiently nutrients around a plant. Evenly distribute seeds.
That's a where.
Catch sunlight.
So, do you understand the difference between an example and a definition?
Yeah. Do you know what phyllotaxis is?
I'd like for you to answer this question. What is the difference between a definition, and an example.
An example of the golden ratio in nature would be a sunflower.
No. Just give me an example of the difference between a definition and an example. So, do you know the difference between an example and a definition?
I'm just trying to talk about plants, dude.
Well, sure, but you're using things that doesn't really conform with science. So,
Hey, phyllotaxis is a confirmed phenomenon that follows the golden ratio.
I'd like for you to listen to me. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay. What is the difference between... Oh, shit. Fuck. Damn it. Also, welcome, Jen. What is the difference between something that... Shit! Damn, I had a question. I can't remember the question. Okay. Swishy bleeding good again. Okay, so are you talking about, when you talk about this genetics, right? You're talking about genetics right now, right?
I'm talking about phyllotaxis in plants. How leaves distribute their nutrients.
Okay, does that have anything to do with genetics?
Yeah, to an extent.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about genetics in plants, right?
Yeah, the DNA contains golden ratio as well.
Sure. You have to demonstrate that the golden ratio exists inside of genetics. I mean, that was a nonsense thing that you just said that I picked up on that we have to talk about. Okay. So, what is the golden ratio?
So the golden ratio is the only proportion where you can have a line segment that's divided into a bigger segment and a smaller segment.
The number.
Where
the number. No.
The number is 1618, approximately.
Okay.
It is a transcendental number, so it has an infinite amount of digits.
What does that have to do with God?
So we're talking about how to create order out of chaos.
No, we're not. I asked a question. What does the golden ratio have to do with God? And I'd like for you to answer.
The golden ratio is the origin of negentropy and self-organization, which is the creative principle, which is what we refer to.
I don't care about creation. So what does the golden ratio have to do with God?
The golden ratio is how God finds focus of its information into an intelligent fashion that allows the creation of form like life to emerge.
Is God omniscient?
Is God omniscient? Yeah, if God is the sum total of all things, then yes, God is omniscient.
Wait, what does omniscient mean?
Omniscient means all-knowing.
Yes. Okay. So I'd like for you to repeat the first thing you said now about God and ratios.
Yes. So the golden ratio is how information in this universe comes to a focal point and becomes intelligent, right? So that information can see itself and organize.
How does information become intelligent?
Information becomes intelligent by a geometric process called golden ratio phase conjugation, which allows
the golden ratio again. Okay. So how does the golden ratio affect information?
Golden ratio is basically the way that information or light is focused into a region of space.
No. Is information and light the same thing?
Yeah, well, light is the most basic form of information.
Oh, it's not. So do you think that light... Okay, so the most basic form of information is the spin of the electron. So it has nothing to do with photons. So you're wrong about that. Whoever told you that was either...
Yeah, but what do you think an electron is? What is an electron? What's an electron made of?
Okay, so are we not going to let each other finish sentences? Because I don't care either way. But if I'm trying to say something, I'd like for you to let me finish. And if you
Yeah,
are trying
I would
to
like
say
that as
something...
well, sir, but you have interrupted me several times at this point.
So may I finish my sentence?
Yes, if you let me finish my sentence, yes.
That doesn't make sense because I was the one that was talking. So, okay. Do you understand that there's a difference between Shannon information and other information?
What was the first part?
Shannon information?
I heard Shannon information.
Yes, Shannon information. Do you think that that's different from other forms of information?
I'm not familiar with Shannon information.
But did you just invoke the term information, yes or no?
I did use the word information, yes.
Okay. What is information?
Information is form, and light is a basic form of information. Information is
I'm
form.
going to allow you to retract that statement.
Okay, so think about it in terms of on a USB hard drive, right? You store files on your USB hard drive.
No. I'm going to allow you to unsay the stupid shit you just said. And I would like
You're
for
not
us
being very
I would
charitable.
like for us to engage in a situation where you define Shannon information.
I never said Shannon information.
I know, but what is Shannon information?
I don't know what Shannon information is.
Okay, so what is information?
Information is form.
What is form?
Form is shape.
What is shape?
Shape is something you learn in kindergarten.
What is something?
Everything is something.
Everything is something. Okay, so what you've done now is just processed yourself down a rabbit hole of nonsense. And all I asked you to do was define Shannon information, which you could have already Googled.
I never
by
said
now.
the word Shannon information. I don't know why you keep using that.
But that's why you don't understand what it is. So, is there a way for you to use Google to Google what is Shannon information?
Could you be any more obnoxious?
Yes, much. So, would you like to Google the phrase, what is Shannon information?
No.
Okay. Why are you opposed to facts?
Why don't you tell me what Shannon information is?
Because I'd much rather you learn it for yourself. But if you are unwilling to learn things I will teach you, that's fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. But I want you to acknowledge that you are unwilling to learn this on your own. Can you do that? Can you acknowledge that there is something you are unwilling to learn?
I'm willing to learn, just I want you to describe it for me.
So what is Shannon information? Shannon information refers to the concept of information that is defined by Claude Shannon in his information theory, essentially measuring the amount of surprise, in quotation marks, or uncertainty reduction gained from an event based on its probability. Do you have any idea what that means?
No.
But you were trying to school me about information when this is the thing that defines information.
It's what defines Shannon information.
All information is Shannon information.
You can have a redundant information. When you have redundant information in a system, you can basically compress the information. You can use by using an algorithm like an MP3 file, for example.
Define redundant information, please.
A pattern that appears again and again and again can be simplified in information.
You're talking about Shannon information. Yes or no?
Yes, and
Oh, so that's a very different thing from the other thing you talked about, right?
Information is still form.
But Shannon information is different from form, yes?
Well, think about it. How would you store Shannon information?
It's a yes or no question. Is Shannon information different from the information that you're talking about?
No, it's information.
So demonstrate Shannon information in your paradigm. How do I look at Shannon information in your paradigm?
Well, looking at anything would be information, right? You're receiving information through your eyes at all times.
But
You're
we're
receiving the shape
talking
of
about Shannon information. So how do I look at Shannon information in your paradigm? Go ahead.
Well, there's redundant information available to you all the time. So it would be
Redundant
Shannon.
information is not Shannon information. So how do I look at Shannon information in your paradigm? Because I can look at Shannon information in my paradigm. I'd like to know how to do it in your paradigm.
Look at anything and you'll see Shannon information.
No, because you cannot see electrons, so you cannot see with your bare eyes Shannon electrons. So you are wrong. Shannon information, sorry. You are wrong. You cannot look at something and see Shannon information because it exists on an electron level. Unless you're trying to tell me that you can see electrons with your bare eyes.
Like a lightning bolt?
No. Do you think that a lightning bolt is a single electron, or do you think that a single electron is different from a lightning bolt?
The movement of electrons creates light.
But is a single electron different from a lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not the same thing.
Are you here exclusively to talk in a condescending tone or what?
I'm here to educate you.
Well, you're not doing a good job, sir.
Is that my fault or yours? Is that my fault?
Hey, if you were a teacher in front of a class, would you be a very good teacher?
I don't care. I'm not a teacher. I'm talking to you. Is it my fault? Is it my fault that you are not learning, or is it your fault that you are not learning?
It's your fault.
How is it my fault?
You're not being charitable.
What?
You're here exclusively to debate.
So are facts charitable?
Again, could you be any more obnoxious?
Please answer my question. Are facts charitable?
That's a stupid question.
I agree, but you're the one that brought it up. So are facts charitable?
You're the one asking the question, moron.
Well, yeah, because of the things that you said.
You're a fucking dumbass, dude.
Are facts charitable? I mean, do you want me to move on to my next question? Because I will. You're not going to like it any better. So you can either answer...
Tell me what your intentions are. What are your intentions in this conversation?
To educate you. I said that already.
You're not doing a good job.
Is that my fault or your fault?
I would say it's your fault.
Okay, demonstrate it's my fault.
No.
So is it my fault or your fault?
I'm not going to demonstrate to you that it's your fault.
So then the only thing that I can infer from this conversation is that you are unwilling to learn. Are you willing to learn?
Yes, I'm willing to learn.
Okay. So, is it possible that you are wrong?
About
God.
what?
About God.
About God?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what I believe about God.
I asked you when you came in, do you believe in God? And you said yes. Am I wrong?
I believe there's the existence of infinite information that's available to us.
Is infinite a measurement?
No.
So why are you measuring something with infinite?
Because it's limitless. There is no measurement.
Exactly, so there's no way to measure something with infinite, correct?
It's not measured.
So
I mean, it is measured, but all our measurements is not the infinite. It's just a finite measurement.
So you're applying a non-measurement to the measurement of God's mind.
Any sort of word or thought is going to be a finite limitation placed on an infinite set of information.
No, that doesn't make sense. Who told you that?
You can't perceive an infinite. You can only perceive finite forms. You can't perceive an infinite thing. It would have no boundary. It would be like trying to perceive water that you're swimming in. I mean,
Who told you these things?
if something's infinite, it doesn't have a boundary.
Who told you these things? It's a simple question. Who told you these things?
Nobody told me these things.
Nobody told you this, so you don't have a source for the things you're saying.
Did they have a source for what they were saying?
I don't know. You're being uncooperative. So, who told you that?
Are you being cooperative, sir? You're not being cooperative.
Who told you the things?
You're a hypocrite, my guy. You're a hypocrite.
Who told you the
You're
things?
accusing me of doing something that you're doing.
Who told you the things you're saying?
You're a hypocrite.
Who told you the things you're
You're
saying?
not an honest interlocutor. You're a hypocrite.
Who told you these things? I agree. Who told you these things? So, who told you these things?
Is the color red information to you?
I don't care. Who told you these things?
Why does that matter, sir?
Sources matter. Who told you these things?
So you just kowtow to authority? To know
No.
it's true or what?
No, that's why sources matter. So, who was it that told you these things?
I am telling you these things.
But who told you these things? You
I
cannot
reached the
have
conclusion on
intuited.
my own, sir. I came up with this myself.
You cannot have intuited these words. Somebody told you these words. Who was it that told you these words?
That information is form?
Yes, who told you that?
I came up with that, sir.
You didn't, because I've heard others say it. You didn't come up with it. Who told you that?
Information is form.
Who told you that?
Just think about it, dude. Think about information. What is it? Like, think for yourself, is what I'm saying.
But who told you those words?
Why don't you just think for yourself, dude?
I do.
Why do you need someone to tell you?
Who told you those words?
Who told me what information means and what form means and what is means?
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know. What
No.
is form?
Form is shape.
Is there a single thing in objective reality that does not contain shape?
No. Everything
No,
is a
there's
shape.
not. So why would you think that that means design?
That's not what I said.
Okay, what did you say in relation to the form of things?
I said information is form.
It's not. So who told you these things?
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. So information,
Sure.
right? Red, the color red, right? How do you know something is red?
Who told you these things?
We know the color red is of a certain wavelength.
Who told you these things?
We know the color red is of a longer wavelength of light than ultraviolet is. So then I can say
Who?
something about the shape of red light that's different from the shape of ultraviolet light.
Who told you these things?
Okay, dude, you're just a broken record at this point.
Because you won't answer my question.
Your question doesn't have an answer.
No one told you these things?
No, I am telling you this right now.
But who told you these things?
I created this understanding, this arrangement of words on my
So
own.
you're just making shit up. Why should I believe shit you made
That's
up?
what all philosophers do. All
That's
philosophers
not,
create their own words.
that's for starters, that's not true, and it's also why I reject all philosophy. So, who told you these things?
That's really stupid, dude. Everyone does philosophy.
Sure.
Even you do philosophy.
Who told you
On
these?
what grounds do you have to deny anything I say? Like that would be philosophy.
I haven't. So who told you?
No,
these
that like
things?
the fact that you deny what I do is because of a philosophical reason
I
that you
haven't
hold.
denied anything. Not a single thing have I denied. Who told you these things?
There's a philosophical position that inclines you to even ask me that question.
Who
that you hold.
told you these things?
Did you know science is a form of philosophy?
Who told you these things?
What do you think information is?
It's irrelevant to my question. Who told you these things?
I did.
You figured information out on your own.
Yes.
Okay, what is information?
Information is form.
No. So, who told you these things?
I did.
Then you are wrong, because every single thing that exists has form.
Right, exactly.
Is there
Everything
something?
is information.
Is there a
Everything
single?
is information.
Is there a single thing that was not designed?
Everything is information. Everything is designed by itself.
Okay, how do you tell the difference between what is designed and what is not designed?
Everything, the universe self-designs itself.
Without
The
a
universe,
God?
the universe is God.
So God is not self and the universe is not self.
What?
You just said that the universe self-designs, but God is still there. So
The universe designs itself because the universe is God.
who told you these things?
I did.
You just came up with them all on your own.
Yes, I've done a lot of philosophy
Why
in my
do
own
they
time.
so closely match every other apologist I've ever spoken to?
A lot of apologists don't believe pantheists are correct.
That does not answer my question. Who told you these things? Is this exactly the way that you thought this conversation would go?
I had no expectations going into this conversation.
Excellent. Who told you the things you said?
The voice in my head.
Is the voice in your head God?
As much as anything else is God, yeah.
Is every voice in your head God?
Yes, everything is God.
That's not what I asked. Repeat the question I asked.
Everything is God, therefore everything,
No.
including all voices in my head, are God. Yes.
Repeat the question that I asked.
Why should I?
Well, because I'm trying to understand whether or not you're following the conversation. So, what was the question that I just asked?
I don't remember. Do you?
So you're not following the conversation. So what is the point of having a conversation if you don't listen to the other person? Shiner Hush.
I mean, clearly I've repeated myself over and over.
You've never once answered this question. Who told you these things?
Yeah, I guess you're not listening because I already told you I told myself those things.
So you independently came to information theory.
Yes, I said information is form. Nobody else has said that but me.
No, that's not true. That's a lie, just so you know. I can think of at least 5 people that have said the exact same thing in the last 24 hours that I've been in this room. So, no.
Tell me who they are because I want to talk to them.
Wait, is it possible for you to be wrong?
Yeah?
Okay, who told you the things that you're saying?
Clearly you're not listening because I already told you I came up with that myself.
Okay, so what we're going to do is this. Does God exist?
Yes.
Can you demonstrate God?
Yes.
Please, demonstrate God. Also, there's a new person in the room. Welcome. Joanna, thank you. Give me a second with this guy.
Yeah.
Do you believe the universe exists?
Please demonstrate God.
Do you believe the universe exists? Is the universe demonstrated to you?
Objective reality exists. Please demonstrate God.
Objective reality is that which we have intuited is God.
What is intuition?
Intuition is information coming through your subconscious mind into your conscious mind.
Subconscious. Is your subconscious imaginary or not?
Your subconscious mind is as real as anything else.
But is it imaginary?
No, it's real.
I don't care about that. That's not what I'm asking. So, okay, what is the difference between imaginary and not imaginary?
The difference is imaginary.
That's
There's no real
tautology.
difference.
There
There's no
is-
real difference.
There
There's no
is-
real difference. No, there isn't.
There
No,
is-
there isn't.
Could you let me
No.
finish my sentence, please?
There's not a real difference between what's real and
May
what's
I
not real.
finish my sentence, please? There is a difference between imaginary and not imaginary. How do you tell the difference between imaginary and not imaginary?
Subjectively.
That's imaginary. How do you tell the difference?
Exactly.
That is...
It's subjective, dude.
So how do you know what is not subjective?
Everything is objective, but you're a subject, so you only experience the objective through subjectively.
So how do you tell the difference?
There is no difference.
That's just not true. You said yourself they're different things. So is there a difference between objective and subjective?
Ultimately, no. They're categories made by the mind.
What does ultimately mean?
In an objective sense, without the mind, there is just what is. There's nothing else.
That's a tautology. You said you could differentiate.
Tautology is the ultimate truth.
I'd like to finish my sentence.
The universe is the universe.
I'd like to finish my sentence.
Existence is existence.
I'd like to finish my sentence. That'd be amazing if you just... So, Is God existing in objective reality?
Yes, everything exists in objective reality.
That's not true.
Everything exists. There is nothing that doesn't exist.
I agree, but they don't all exist in objective reality. There is a subjective thing that exists outside of reality.
Where is it then?
So, inside of brains, inside of minds.
Oh, that's inside reality. Brains are inside of reality. Minds are inside of reality.
Are minds objective?
Yes, minds actually exist, yes.
But are minds objective?
Yes.
What is objective?
Objective is existing independently of anything else.
No, it's not. So try again. Would you agree that subjective means inside of all minds? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? You're gonna make me get a headache. Jen. Jen.
What?
Would you be able to answer my question?
What's your question?
If you don't know what I just said, why should I continue talking to you? Are
Was that
you
your question?
interested? What?
Was that your question?
That's one of them.
You can ask questions all you want.
I did.
That doesn't mean I have to answer them.
I did. Answer it. Answer the question I asked.
What is your question?
Oh my God, I just gave it to you. Are you saying that you don't remember it? It was like 15 seconds ago.
No, I'm asking what the question is.
So you don't remember it?
No, I'm just asking for clarification.
So you do remember it?
I'm asking for clarification.
But do you remember the question I asked? All right, Joanna, how are you? Oh, Joanna, did you leave? There's a new person. Oh, and they left.
Hi, Shoshi.
Shoshi. Oh,
I'm
do you
Shoshi.
want to answer my question now, Jen?
Hi, Jen and Nick.
Hello. It's good to see
You
you.
want to answer my question, Jen?
What is your question?
I asked it 5 times.
What is God?
No, that's not the question I asked.
Oh, as figured.
Yeah. We got past that, sort of.
God is a type of epistemological framework.
Okay, Jen, do you or do you not remember the question I asked?
I don't remember the question.
Okay, you don't remember. Okay, are you listening to me?
Yes, to an extent.
Okay. So if I ask you the question again, will you remember it and also answer it?
No guarantee.
What?
No guarantee.
Then why the fuck should I talk to you? Okay, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna go away and smoke a cigarette and get a beer and piss and you can say whatever the fuck you want. Wrong button. Wrong button.
Now he's back. So maybe Jen could, while Donna's doing pee-pee, subjective and objective are totally different, right? Let's see.
Objective. Well, how would you know the difference?
Let's see. So subject is based on our feelings. So you're saying it's real to us.
Yeah, like what feels objective to us and what feels subjective to us is feelings that we experience as subject. And I would say that our feelings objectively exist, but it's objective that we're subjectives, that we're subjects.
Okay, so if someone's in a test and they're a subject, how is that word related to subjective? The subject, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out the root word of subject. If someone's a subject, and then they're subjective, is there a relationship there?
Yeah, it's like, well, everything we've ever known is subjective because we're subjects. We've been subjects.
That's wrong. You are wrong. Just because we know something doesn't make it subjective. That's nonsense. Who told you that? Who told you that?
I know it. If you said I know it, then you're referring to you as a subject. I refers to subject. I
Would
refers
you
to subject.
mind hanging on? Who told you that?
If you're saying I know something, then you're saying I as a subject.
Who
I is the
told
subject.
you that?
That's grammar. That's English grammar.
No, it's not. I don't know what you're saying. So,
Mhm. It's totally. Well, there's like the subject of the, of the sentence.
am I not having a conversation with Jen anymore? Do you want to have a conversation with me?
I think we can all have a conversation.
Yes,
Let's
but
all
I
have
can
a
only
convo.
have a conversation with one person at a time. Jen, if you no longer want to have a conversation, I'm glad to move on. But I have to know.
Why can't we all three have a conversation?
Because I can only have a conversation with one person.
Or six of us now.
In my humble opinion, Jen is conversing. But look who has entered the room. I am God is here.
Hello, God.
Hello.
Amazing. God, welcome.
Hello. Hello, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm God's avatar, so I will be glad to answer any questions that did you want to know of God?
Oh, thank God.
So why is evil?
God.
Why is
there evil?
Yeah.
I've given you free will, God said.
Okay,
Upon-
so how do you think that free will exists?
because it was given to you.
But do you know everything that's going to happen ever?
No one can predict the future.
Wait, you're not no one. You are God.
I'm God's avatar. I can
Okay,
only tell you
so
that I don't know the
does
future.
Does God know everything that could or could not happen?
He's a being of intelligence. Could you possibly know the future?
I asked you
You can predict the future.
I asked you a yes.
It's not a yes. It's not a yes or no answer.
I asked you a yes or no question.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
that's
That is
what
a yes or no question.
God does know the future, and God knows what evil you shall do or not do.
Okay, so if God knows everything I'm gonna do, can I turn left instead of right?
Yes.
Then God doesn't know everything that's gonna happen.
You just ask if he knows if you're going to turn left and right. He does know that.
You said no. No, you said
In
no.
fact,
What Donald meant to
soon.
Stop. What
very
Donald meant
soon
to
you're
say
going
is,
to
if
your
God
doom.
knows, stop. What Donald meant to say is, if God knows he's going to turn right, can he turn left?
If he so chooses, you've been given free will.
Oh my God, what is
And God doesn't
free
know it.
will? What
Yes.
is free
Oh.
will?
It doesn't. No.
What
You
is
know
free
what free will is. You know what it is. You don't
I have
ask
no
me.
idea what free will is. Please tell me what free will is.
Do what you want.
So I'd love
Know
to
that
fly.
that some
I'd
choices
love-
you make will lead to destruction.
Okay,
We have
okay,
made-
okay.
God has
okay.
made
I was
physics
in the
and-
middle of a sentence. Please stop. I would love to fly without an airplane. Can I do that?
No, you cannot.
Oh, why
Yeah, you
did
can.
God
That's-
take
yeah, he can do
away
that.
my free will to fly?
You can
Well,
fly with
the
that airplane.
Free will is limited by physics, the rules of God.
Oh, so free will is limited.
Yes,
Does God have free will?
possibly.
No.
If God knows everything, can he be wrong?
Yes.
God can be
Oh
wrong
my God.
even though he knows everything. That's just
He doesn't know everything if he
contradiction.
could be wrong. Yeah. It's a straight up contradiction.
Contradictions
It
don't
is.
exist. Your God does not exist. You disproved your God. Good job, buddy.
I did?
Yes.
Or did you?
did. No, you did. I never did anything about your God. You are the one that
If-
disproved your God.
If nothing is something, then it exists as a concept. So
Exist is
That's
not
how
a
God
concept.
Well,
is.
It is
that was
not
some word
something.
fucking salad. Wow.
That's just a mountain of contradictions. Good job, buddy. You've disproven your God again. Go ahead. Do it more.
why?
No, nothing.
are
Nothing
you-
is nothing.
No, nothing is something. It exists as a concept.
Well, the concept is something, but nothing is nothing. Something is something.
You just answered the question. The concept of nothing is a concept.
No, the concept
God.
of nothing is
Nothingness
different
exists.
than nothing.
That's how God
So is
evolved.
this your room?
It's my
Okay, I'm
God.
not even.
Oh,
okay, you know,
God.
I'm not continuing with this. This is stupid. I'm not going to do this.
Room full of retards.
I'd love to finish my conversation with him.
Please, Donald, continue conversation.
Okay. What is nothing?
It's a concept, so it exists.
Are concepts nothing?
Concepts exist as a thought.
Are thoughts nothing?
Thoughts exist as energy in your mind.
So not
Thoughts are
nothing.
Thoughts are something.
They're not.
yeah.
So what is nothing?
Nothing is a concept that exists in your mind, so nothingness
But we
exists.
just agreed
So
that
there is no
concepts
such
are
thing as
not
nothing.
nothing. We just agreed that concepts are not nothing. So what is nothing?
You just gave it a definition. It exists.
No, I didn't.
That's how God evolved. God is evolution.
You are wrong. So, what is God?
God is the beginning, the source of everything.
Is God infinite?
Yes.
Do infinites have beginnings?
No.
Then is God
In-
the beginning?
Nothing is something. That's how God was born.
Wait, is God the
The
beginning?
concept.
Is God the beginning?
It's because nothing is something. It exists as a concept.
Did you say yes, God is the beginning? Did you say that?
Yes, God is the beginning because nothing is something.
God is the beginning. Define,
You're not understanding.
Stop. Demonstrate beginning.
There was once nothing existed as a concept. That is the beginning.
Demonstrate
Nothing is something.
Demonstrate nothing.
Nothing is a concept, so thus nothing
Concepts
exists.
are not nothing. We already agreed that concepts are
Concepts
not
are a
nothing.
thought.
Our thoughts
You're thinking from reality. You're thinking from
Our
existence of reality.
nothing.
No.
No, they're
Thoughts
not.
are
So
everything.
concepts and thoughts are not nothing. So
Do thoughts
you're
exist in time?
contradicting yourself. So what
Do thoughts
is
exist
God?
in time?
What is God?
God was the nothing that evolved to something because it's a concept.
Is God something?
God is nothing and something at the time. The Ansof Arar.
Oh, so you're just contradicting yourself. You're just contradicting yourself. Okay. Do
No,
contradictions
you're not understanding.
Listen. Do contradictions exist?
Possibly.
Well, now you're just arguing from absurdity.
In some cases.
Hang on. I'd like to finish this one sentence, and then I'll be done. You are arguing from absurdity, and you are being irrational, and I have no desire to speak with you anymore. Anybody else in my room? Have fun.
Fine. That's fine. God's wrath will be upon you soon. You will either discover God or you will discover God's wrath. Sorry to tell you that.
Seriously? Does nobody else want to talk to this wacko?
Yes, Donald.
I've explained it. It's not very wacko.
Hang on, let Joanna finish and then you can go.
Please, Joanna, finish, Joanna.
Right. Well,
God loves you, Joanna.
Me?
Yes, God loves you, Joanna.
I like your accent. Is it possible, Donald, that when all those elements in the periodic table of elements started forming, that it created an entity, a force, or an energy that they're calling God?
No.
You said what I said, Joanna. You said just what I said.
Well, I'm trying to reword it.
But the thing is that whatever manufactured our universe has zero consciousness whatsoever. So any God thing they say that has consciousness is not what I'm talking about.
Okay, but isn't consciousness needed to create us?
No.
Conscious?
No, we could be completely unconscious and still exist.
No, but the fact that we are conscious means that we came from another consciousness.
No.
That is true, Joanna.
No. All that means is that consciousness exists. It has nothing to do with what came before.
Do you think that you maybe created God back in time because concepts don't exist in time?
I don't accept creation. Demonstrate creation.
The Big Bang
Is not creation, so demonstrate creation.
How far do we know back on the Big Bang, Donald?
10 to the negative 43 seconds after the initial inflation. That's 1 billion millions of a second.
That's true, Donald. You just proven the existence of God.
Okay.
I haven't done that.
Okay.
What were you saying, Joanna?
So I cannot create something I do not possess.
You can't create, period.
Okay.
Joanna, have you ever built or created anything?
Building is not creating, just so you know.
Correction, it is. It's taking what's there and making things.
Correction, you're
No,
wrong.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not Jesus Christ.
But are you going to demonstrate creation?
Who are you talking to?
The guy who said I was wrong.
Demonstrate creation. Have you ever created anything?
Nope.
Created a child? Had children? Grandchildren?
Nope.
I figured that.
But also, children are not creation.
They're not?
No.
The divine sexual act? The spark of life, the sperm to the egg?
You think that me sticking my penis inside of a vagina is divine? Can a 12-year-old get a 12-year-old pregnant? Yes. Is it divine? Is it divine?
We're not heading into perversion.
I was in the middle of a sentence. Is it divine?
A perverted sentence.
I was in the middle of a sentence. Is it divine for a 12-year-old to get a 12-year-old pregnant?
We have rules of mankind that we do not allow that.
Okay, it's kind of a yes or no thing.
It's not.
Is it divine for a 12-year-old to get a 12-year-old pregnant, yes or no?
Why would you go with the 12-year-old getting pregnant?
Because
I mean, granting that's a subjective question, they could totally just answer. They could bite the bullet and answer yes to it. Honestly,
sure. This is a minor thing.
Let's stay with Donald's concept of nothing has been created. Can you elaborate?
Okay, so the definition of energy is that it cannot be created or destroyed. It can only transform. Everything is made of energy. Therefore, nothing can be created.
So it's just changing stuff into other stuff?
Yes. Transforming is the word I would use.
Right. I think the confusion was there was a difference in terminology. The difference between like creation, how people normally use it, versus like creation in scientific sense, which is,
That's the problem. That's the problem. You guys, the theists, the apologists, just equivocate over and over on what is creation and what is not creation. That's why I want to nail down what is creation? What is God? Those are the two questions I have.
Well, please.
Well, I think the wall that usually gets ran into is that theists aren't necessarily going to be using scientific terminology because they're basing things off of,
this is helpful? Do you think that this is helpful?
Okay, so
I think that's unhelpful.
I'll be back.
Yeah, they're just words.
So are we discussing initial creation or creations as time goes on?
No creation has ever existed ever in the entire history of the universe. There's never been an act of creation ever. All creation is wrong.
So let's say you create and make a tomahawk. You are not creating it.
No, I made it from something else. I made it out of a ball peen hammer or a chunk of metal.
It's a new creation, right?
No, it's not a new creation. That doesn't make sense. That's incoherent. I made something out of something else. That's not creation.
Okay, stay with me. So everything that you put into that creation is just, it already has been created. You're just forming it differently, right?
No, that's not what I said at all. That minimizes my work and does not, I don't appreciate that even a little bit.
Okay, so you're taking stuff that's been created and transforming it.
Nothing has ever been created. I am taking metal that already existed and changing it into something else.
Hence, it's a new creation.
No, I never created anything. I just built something from something else.
Just begging the question when you say it's not
you built it. Okay. I understand. All right.
I created a painting.
Okay, you didn't create it.
Painting from other things.
You built it.
Yes.
No, it's my creation. I'm an artist.
You built a thing.
I'm an artist. I'm a creator.
Yes, an artist build things. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. I don't create anything.
We do. We transform. We invent. We synthesize.
We don't need to throw the word
artists.
create around. We just need to make sure that we are talking about like the specific version of creation in this sense, which is literally.
It's not that complicated. What Donald wants to call creation is ex nihilo creation from nothing. The fact that you put together I'm still in the middle of a sentence. I'm in the middle of a sentence. I'm in the middle of a sentence. No, I'm not going to stop.
That's what the Bible says.
If you
shut up, or I'm gonna fucking.
If you put together something that didn't exist before, some pre-existing materials, you still can.
That's nothing.
There's no reason why somebody can deny you that you've created something, right? That didn't exist beforehand, even if it did have pre-existing material.
I'm just gonna mute you now. So what I'm gonna do is tell you that it's not my opinion on these things.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have an opinion on creation. I understand the fact. I understand the fact that nothing can be created.
You're begging the question.
No, it's not. How is it begging the question?
How are we here?
Just saying it's not. I explained how it is, and your reaction was it's not creation. Just the claim without an argument isn't an argument.
Well, no, you don't have to prove a negative, right? Being like, for instance, being an atheist.
Oh, this guy's a retard. I got it.
Oh, don't use that word on my stage or I fucking kick you.
Right,
They
a
kicked
theist is making the positive claim. When an atheist denies that, they're just saying, "I don't accept that claim." You don't have
Well,
to prove a negative.
that's true. That's true for
Hey,
a bunch of.
Caricato,
Hang
that's
on, I
dumb.
was in the middle of a sentence.
Any
I
claim
was
could be
in the
stated
middle of
as
the
a negative
sentence. I'm
claim,
sorry. I want to finish my sentence.
and vice versa.
That's true. You can finish after me. That's true
I
for a
already
bunch.
finished.
That's true for a bunch of atheists. I do not hold that position. I assert gods cannot exist.
I'm a content creator.
Well, Donald, how did
Yeah, you are
creation,
social.
how did everything that we are now, how did it become about?
Well, do you understand?
I mean, you don't have to posit an answer for that. You can also just say, "I don't know," to that question.
But
Yeah.
I do know. I do know.
Kai
Tell me, Donald.
you do realize that any statement can be rephrased as an equivalent statement in the negative and vice versa, right?
I don't care.
No,
I wasn't
Donald,
asking. Are you Cryoto, Donald?
You didn't say a name.
I did. I said Cryoto, and then I said asked the question.
What is Creato? I don't know that term.
I
Well,
think it's
you can
just
Cryoto,
say
so
Kai or some stupid shit like that. Anyway,
can I just call you K?
Yeah, just give an example of your point, Seth.
Yeah, so God doesn't exist can just be rephrased as God doesn't not exist.
I think that I think it's just kind of getting to absurdism. I think the main it's just you're saying something and that's just the initial claim. That's all. Like clouds are green. I don't think clouds are green. That doesn't mean I'm doing the negative or so. I'm not accepting whatever somebody's positing. That's all.
It's not that the claim is negative or positive. It's that somebody wants you to accept something or reject something. If you want to convince somebody to reject or accept something, yeah, so am I. I'm just going to turn you down, Donald. All right, I know. I know you do. That's great.
Say something right now.
If you want somebody to accept something, you have to provide a reason for them to accept it. That's what we call the burden of proof. It has nothing to do with positive or negative claims.
No, yeah, the burden of proof is for the positive statement. If you're trying to make a claim, you have to give proof for it. Not accepting.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be a positive statement. It could be a negative statement. If you believe something is true, and I'm providing a negative statement,
Oh shucks. Shucks. Wait.
Donald, what is your version of creation?
Fiction?
No.
Yeah, I still have a burden of proof, even if I'm making a negative claim.
How did the universe start, Donald? Donald, please tell me how. What do you think?
Energy cannot be created. Everything is made of energy, so nothing has ever been created.
So, how did the universe and the Big Bang and all that start?
Inflation.
Inflation?
Yeah.
Explain to me, Donald, please.
So inflation is the thing that made the universe expand.
We are in agreement with that. Then I am in agreement with you.
Okay, so before inflation, did energy exist?
Well, once again, my concept that nothing is something, and if you look at physics, there is no
It was a yes or
time.
no question. It was just a yes or no question.
Okay,
Okay,
but listen.
Things existed before inflation, so if energy exists and everything is made of energy, then everything exists. I don't understand what's wrong with that.
No, I agree with you. But listen, just look at the concept. Just the eye of
Concepts have nothing to do with
of a
objective
goat.
reality.
Okay, well, yes and no, but let's just look at the
they
eye
have
of
nothing
no.
to do with objective reality, period. Concepts are not reality.
Well, they are in many ways. Happiness is a concept.
Demonstrate
It
a
exists.
concept to be existent in reality, please.
Happiness,
Is a
sadness,
feeling. Is a feeling.
grief,
Is a
and
feeling.
it exists.
Those are
Have you-
feelings inside of the mind. They're inside of the mind.
Donald,
They don't actually exist
right.
in objective reality. They exist inside of the mind.
So thoughts inside of the mind, do they not exist as an energy of some sort?
No, not energy. That doesn't make any sense. They exist as
A thought has no energy.
May I finish my sentence? That'd be
Yes,
amazing.
I am your God.
Well, now I'm just not going to talk to you because you said something ridiculous.
I'm just joking, of course.
Okay, you're joking, so just let me finish.
Please finish.
So, yes, feelings and shit exist inside of minds, but if you removed all minds, those things would no longer exist. So they cannot be fundamental because matter is more fundamental than emotion.
But matter is also energy, right? Is not thought some sort of energy? It's electrochemical energy.
No. So just because making a thought uses energy does not make thoughts energy. Those are different things. It's nonsense what you're saying. It's nonsense.
Donald, have you ever been sad or happy?
Did I not just explain to you that emotions exist inside of brains? Brains require energy, but brains do not produce energy.
But you don't correct. They're electrochemical energy.
That is not producing anything. That is taking energy from the environment and using it inside of a system.
The thought is made of energy.
Yes, but thoughts
Correct.
are not energy.
But they're
Yes,
made of
they
energy.
are.
They're
They're
made of energy,
electro-
but they are not energy. They are made of energy, but they are not energy.
But please, Donald, calm down. Quit putting so much emotion in what you're
Calm,
talking.
don't ever tell me to do a thing
That's not
I'm
true.
already doing. Stop doing that.
You're being very emotional, Donald.
I've never exuded an ounce of emotion in this entire conversation. You are wrong.
Oh, you were
Does
screaming a minute ago.
everyone here think that
Wow,
Donald is not
putting
producing a lot of emotion?
And
I
it's
don't
fine.
care
I'm
about,
actually.
I don't care
I'm of two
about-
minds of this. I don't mind if
I
he's
was in the middle
emotional,
of a
but
sentence.
he
I'd like to finish
he
my
absolutely
sentence.
was
It'd
emotional.
be amazing if I could finish my sentence.
Nobody
It'd
gives
be
a shit, Donald.
amazing.
You have to let other people
It'd be
talk.
amazing. It'd be amazing if I could finish my sentence. That'd
All
be
right,
amazing.
we got it. Fucking chill.
All you have to do is not talk. So, no, the brain does not produce energy. It uses ATP.
Oh, nobody
You're
said that.
wrong. You're wrong, but okay.
Well, nobody said that the brain produced energy, right? What they said is that since I'm in the middle of it, right? Remember how you freaked out and when people are over talking you, and then you screamed at me for trying to finish my sentence? Weird. Anyways, nobody said that the brain produces energy. They were saying that thoughts are energy since they're made up of energy. But the brain doesn't have to produce energy for thoughts to be made of energy. So you're just being like dumb.
You are wrong. This
Thoughts
guy
exist
in
as
this
energy.
room
That was
right
the
now
point.
said that the brain produces energy. You are wrong.
No, they didn't. Nobody said that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Okay, the other guy. Do you think that the brain produces energy?
I don't know enough about. I mean, I just think thoughts are.
But
a result
okay,
of- yeah.
did you say earlier that the brain produced energy?
I wasn't involved in that conversation.
Well, then you're not the guy I'm talking to. The other guy that I was talking about.
Oh, you should say the username of the person then, probably.
I can't see. I'm fucking blind. So thanks for that reminder.
Well, then
Hilarious.
just say, I am God is the British guy. Seth is the American guy who is against
How
your
am I
opinion.
supposed to know who Seth is?
Look at your
But-
screen.
Lifearchitecture.com. Thoughts are energy, how your mind shapes reality.
How the fuck am I supposed to know who Seth is?
Well, I just put it in the post.
Post chat read eyes? I don't have eyes.
Well, get yourself a large screen.
Well, I'd imagine if you were actually blind, Donald. I'd imagine, Donald, if you were actually blind, you'd have some kind of like screen reading program that would tell you who's speaking.
Donald,
but
Except that
Donald,
God
if you-
gave me horrible fucking eyes. God
oh, he's not emotional, guys.
me with horrible fucking eyes.
This is him being perfectly calm.
Donald, why don't you pray to God to give you better vision?
I have.
You obviously didn't pray good enough because you don't believe in God.
Obviously, just because I pray means that it's going to happen, but if I didn't pray right, it's not going to happen. I prayed wrong.
I actually saw some people that
prayed
would.
in my womb
I have soul.
for God to stitch. Should I have prayed in the womb for God? For God.
I wouldn't believe anything Donald says about himself, guys. Just FYI.
Sentence. I'm in the middle.
I'm just cringing so hard.
I don't care. I'm in the middle of the
Yeah, I
sentence.
know.
You can
It's
wait
bad.
till I'm done.
Uh-huh.
So, should I have prayed in the womb for God to stitch my genes together better?
Possibly. I'm posting articles and get yourself a large screen because my uncle and I'm also blind
no,
myself.
I'm gonna mute you now. You're gonna get muted. Speak again so I can mute you.
You have the power. Go do what you wish.
Done.
God will punish you.
Sure. Yeah, as soon as God wants to come punish me, have him come punish me.
What an asshole.
I agree. Dude was a fucking asshole.
No, you.
Oh, I don't agree that I'm an asshole. That's that.
But you knew that. You knew that I meant you.
You have to demonstrate that. How do you demonstrate I was an
You
asshole?
are dumb. You're not retarded.
Oh, you said I was an asshole. How do you demonstrate I'm an asshole?
You muted him.
Muting him is not me being an asshole.
Oh, yeah, it is. You didn't need to do that. You know you didn't.
Demonstrate that.
No, you didn't need to mute him, and you did so out of spite because you wanted to hurt him. So yeah, that's an asshole move.
Well, demonstrate that those were my motives.
He said something mean to you, and he wasn't being disruptive.
Oh,
and you
so
said,
he
"Who are you?" So I can mute you. He
So
stopped
he
talking,
insulted me.
so he obviously wasn't being
so
disruptive.
I've
been more disruptive than that. You haven't muted me, so it's obviously not because it's for any other reason, like a disruption.
Did he insult me?
Yeah, you're just an asshole.
Oh,
Clearly.
yes. He insulted me. You said yes, he insulted me. So you just demonstrated yourself to be wrong. Good job. Appreciate it. And you're unmuted, asshole.
What? He's not here anymore. I don't.
Is that my fault or his fault? No, it's his fault. He left.
It's probably your fault for muting him.
Well, except that he left. He could have stayed. I just unmuted him. He could have stayed and would have.
Yeah, why would he stay if he's being muted?
And would have been unmuted right now.
He doesn't know that.
Because he left.
He didn't. You had there was no inclination that you were going to unmute him shortly afterwards. Maybe if there was, he would have stayed. Maybe not. Maybe not, because a lot of times when you start getting muted in these rooms, it becomes a lot easier to mute you in the future, and conversations become a lot more hazardous.
So, is there anybody in the room or on the stage who actually believes in God? I'd love to have a conversation with you.
I could argue with you on a deistic God, but I don't think that's a very interesting.
I don't care about deistic gods. Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Florida are not trying to push deistic gods on.
What was that for, other than spite, Donald?
I was not done. So, Florida, Louisiana...
Yeah, well, I'm still asking the question. What was that for?
Ask after. Florida and Louisiana and Oklahoma are not pushing a deistic god into the fifth grade.
Can I hear a second
The fifth grade!
I mean, I think he just made this voice channel to have like a bully pulpit, because I don't know any other reason besides that.
Do you not want to allow me to finish my sentences? Because I allow you to finish yours.
No, you don't.
Seems kind of
You've
like
interrupted everybody.
A double standard. It seems kind of like a double standard.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely been
standard.
Talking over everybody.
God.
Obviously.
Have you talked to Donald before? Have you not? Like, it's actually pretty funny.
Please do not ignore me in my own room.
No, I don't visit the political server much, just because, I mean, it's usually dog shit, so...
I seen him in Clubhouse a while ago. He does this. He's
So you're talking
I don't know, man.
about
He's a special
me
boy.
like I'm not here. So until you talk about me like I am here, I'm just gonna be inclined to shut you up. So would you rather talk to me
I'm
or
talking about you like you're here.
Would you rather
I'm talking about you.
Would you rather talk to me
Donald?
or about me?
About you. Right now, that's why we're talking.
Talk
Donald, will
about
you
me
mute
all
me
you
if I
want.
say something?
Have fun talking about me instead of to me.
Donald, could you make it more clear that you're 18 years old or less?
I'm not.
Oh, shit. You act like you're 15.
So this is what we call projection. Good job, buddy.
I'm waiting for the mute.
Oh, sorry, I have to mute the guy. Okay, I'm muted.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was...
That was uncalled for. You're a spiteful little prick.
Demonstrate that.
You just muted me out of spite.
That's just his opinion.
Muting you as being a spiteful little prick just because you won't shut up. I'm a spiteful little prick because you won't shut up. God.
Oh no, I wasn't being disruptive. You asked me a question. I answered you and you muted me.
I never asked you a question.
Yeah, you said, would I rather talk to you or about you? I said about you and you muted me. That was a question,
and
you fucking retard.
I apologize. I did ask that question, and you said about me instead of to me, so I muted you.
Donald, do you ever wonder why you don't have any friends?
Never.
Good. All right. Okay.
How about we just move to the religion voice channel since
We're gonna have to move rooms, obviously.
Yeah, let's just go to the religion voice channel.
Have fun in other channels. Thank you for coming to my room.
See ya, dude.
Okay. So, Seth, how are you?
What up, faggot?
Would you like to insult me or talk to me?
I want you to kill yourself.
So, would you like to insult me or talk to me?
Insult you? I have no Why would I talk to you? You're a fucking moron, Donald. You can't follow a fucking single line of fucking reason. You're a moron. Like, why would I want to talk to you?
Demonstrate that.
You have no idea. You never have an idea. You've never put together a logical syllogism. You've never actually like read a logical syllogism correctly. You've never analyzed a logical syllogism correctly. You don't understand
You have not demonstrated anything.
I mean,
All
I can
you've done is say a
understand
bunch
because
of
like
shit.
a lot of people might have a problem with it, but like
you can just go from ad populum. A lot of people believe
much smarter than you explaining the problem, and you just can't fathom that you be wrong.
Other people believe
one thing if you were just stupid and you like stayed in your lane, but you you've literally told people that you remembered your own birth. You're garbage. Why would I want to talk to you?
I do remember moments of. Okay, good job. Fuck. Where's my remote? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just done with this.